Hello students, let's continue with the discussion of our chapter Population Ecology. The specific objective for today's topic is Malthusian theory and its criticism and role of women in bringing major change in human population. So let's start with the topic for the day. Students, Malthus theory was being given by Thomas Robert Malthus. He was the member of Royal Society of London and he was influential in political economy and demographic studies. Let's discuss the brief history of Malthus theory. The theory was proposed by Thomas Robert Malthus in 1798. These were his views on effects of population on food supply. Students, in his 1798 work, An Essay on the Principle of Population, Malthus examined the relationship between population growth and resources and developed the Malthus theory of population growth. He made an observation that while resources tended to grow arithmetically, population exhibit exponential growth. His observations were made according to some assumptions that food is necessary for human existence. The effects of food supply and population growth have to be kept equal to reach what is called the Malthusian catastrophe. If this happens, further growth in population would be prevented. Students, Malthus theory was criticized because of some following reasons. He gave wrong numerical ratios by saying population grows geometrically whereas resources like food grows only arithmetically. He did not consider positive checks that are not a symptom of overpopulation. Pessimistic theory, he thought that food production cannot be increased by adding of technologies. He ignored modern means of birth control method. Now let's discuss the critics of Malthusian theory in detail. Students, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels criticized Malthusian theory, argued that Malthus failed to recognize a crucial difference between humans and other species. Henry George, in Progress in Poverty, criticized Malthus' view that population growth was a cause of poverty, arguing that poverty was caused by the concentration of ownership of land and natural resources. The third one is D.E.C. Eversley observed that Malthus appeared unaware of the extent of industrialization and either ignored or discredited the possibility that it could improve the living conditions of the poorer classes. So to summarize Malthus' theory, we can say the principle of population outlined a fascinating vision of the relationship between population growth and what Malthus termed as subsistence. He argued that population expanded geometrically while subsistence increases only at arithmetic ratio. Now let's discuss our second topic for the day, that is role of education in population control. Students, now here a question arises, what is the need of population education? It is for ensuring quality of life, optimum use of natural resources, maintaining and improving health, controlling population explosion, checking undernourishment, giving impetus family planning, establishing equality of sexes, preparing young people for better family life, developing appropriate reproductive behavior, proper utilization of national wealth, controlling environmental degradation. Before discussing role of women in population control, we should be quite familiar with the term women empowerment. Students, women empowerment means strengthening the capacity of women in order to identify, understand and control their lives. Women empowerment refers to increasing the spiritual, political, social, educational, gender, or economic strength of individuals and communities of women. Women's empowerment in India is heavily dependent on many different variables that include geographical locations, educational status, and social status and age. So here are the 6S for women empowerment: Siksha, Swasthya, Swalamban, Samajik Nyay, Samvedan and Samta. Siksha means education, Swastha means health, Swalamban means self-reliance, Samajik Nyay means justice, Samvedan means sensitivity and Samta means equality. Now, next thing which we are going to discuss here is how women empowerment is an important tool to limit population growth. Students, spouses, partners and mother-in-laws are central to make decisions for women on contraceptive choice and use. Women are needed to be financially empowered to pay for needed family planning and health services. It is evident that when women are empowered to improve their own lives, they tend to have smaller families and population growth slows. When population growth slows, governments and families can more easily invest in opportunities for women and girls, and women can more easily invest in opportunities for themselves and their families. So this is all for today, students. Thank you.